Imagine standing on a beach in India 500 years ago, watching two fleets drift toward each other. In a few hours, one of them will control the world. This is the Battle of Diu, 1509. Almost nobody remembers it, yet it may be one of the most important sea battles ever fought. To understand why, start with spices. 5 centuries ago, pepper and cinnamon were worth more than gold. Whoever controlled the spice routes controlled the wealth of the world. For ages, those spices travelled one way, by ship to the Middle East, overland through Egypt, then into the hands of Venice, which sold them across Europe at staggering profit. Then everything changed. The Portuguese learned to sail all the way around Africa, straight to India. No middlemen, no Arab ports, no Venetian markup. They could take it all. For the old powers, this was a disaster. The spice money that had flowed for centuries was about to dry up overnight, and they were ready to fight for it. In 1508, that fight turned bloody. A Portuguese squadron clashed with an Egyptian Mamluk fleet at a port called Chaul. For once, the Portuguese were beaten. Among the dead was a young commander named Lourenço de Almeida. His ship was pinned, raked with fire. He kept fighting until a cannonball cut him down. And here's the twist that set the ocean on fire. Lourenço's father was Francisco de Almeida, the Portuguese viceroy of India, the most powerful man in the region. A grieving father with a fleet and an empire behind him. Almeida swore he would avenge his son, no matter how many ships it took. Meanwhile, his enemies were uniting. Egypt's Mamluk Sultan sent a war fleet under an admiral named Amir Hussain. The Sultan of Gujarat joined in. The ruler of Calicut sent ships. Even distant Venice quietly helped. It was an extraordinary alliance, Muslim sultanates and a Christian republic, working together against one small European kingdom that threatened to steal the spice trade from everyone. They gathered at Diu, a wealthy island port ruled by a clever governor named Malik Ayaz. Its harbour became the staging ground for a fleet meant to crush the Portuguese for good. But Almeida struck first. He sailed north with 18 ships and around 1,500 men, burning coastal towns along the way to announce that he was coming. On the 3rd of February 1509, his fleet appeared off Diu. Inside the harbour waited the combined enemy navy, more ships, more men, and home waters at their back. But the two sides believed in completely different kinds of war. The Mamluk and Gujarati captains fought the old way, sail close, throw grappling hooks, and storm the enemy decks with soldiers. The Portuguese fought a new way. Their ships were floating fortresses of cannon, designed to blast the enemy apart from a distance, long before anyone could climb aboard. As the fleets closed in the morning light, the Portuguese opened fire. Heavy iron shots smashed through timber and bodies. The harbour erupted in smoke and thunder. The Allied ships clawed forward, desperate to grapple and board. A handful broke through and the fighting turned hand to hand, brutal and close on the blood-slick decks. But it wasn't enough. Most of the coalition ships were torn apart on the water, pounded by broadsides before they could ever reach the Portuguese hulls. By nightfall, it was over. The great Allied fleet was destroyed, captured, sunk, or burning. The Portuguese hadn't lost a single ship. Almeida had his revenge, and he made it terrifying, executing prisoners and sending the message that no one on this ocean could stand against Portugal. And that message stuck. In one afternoon at Diu, every naval power that might have stopped the Portuguese was shattered. The Indian Ocean was suddenly, brutally, theirs. What followed lasted centuries. European fleets would dominate these waters for the next 400 years, building global empires on the foundation laid in that single harbour. And it all came down to one revolutionary idea, that a warship was no longer a platform for soldiers. It was a gun. Diu proved it to the entire world. One forgotten afternoon, 4 centuries of consequences. If a story like this leaves you curious for more, you already know what to do.